Hello everyone, Mark here, Marx Max Muscle, and we have a fan-requested comparison today. This is actually from Gage McAllister. Remember Gage McAllister? I did a feature on him. Anyway, this is the 2019 Arnold Classics Steve Kuclo. He ended up placing 6th here, and Roelly Winklaar edged him out with a victory. He placed 5th. And at first glance, I definitely would wager to say there was some politics. Steve, much bigger. His structure, of course, superior. And when you look at the conditioning, I do believe Steve is in far superior conditioning. Look at the vascularity. And we've yet to see the back, of course, but still, we don't have a rear relaxed. But I would wager to say Steve would most certainly have won the symmetry round. Now, unfortunately, this is the only side-by-side actual comparison we have of the two, and it is in the front double bicep pose. This would be a weaker pose for Steve and a strong pose for Roelly Winklaar, probably his best pose. Now, this is the two pictures that I selected and set up, and guys, I do believe that if this is Roelly's strongest pose and Steve's worst pose, I think without a doubt Steve was ripped off here. Many people don't look at the calves. I do. I like the golden age of bodybuilding. I like all the silver era, all the eras. And aside from these day and age, there wasn't too many gentlemen with weak calves. And Steve Kuclo, he's always placing low, and he has some of the best calves in bodybuilding today. Definitely, if he's not getting a victory in the front double bi, it's close. The front lat spread is also not the best pose for Steve, but again, this is a bad one for Roelly Winklaar also, though. I mean, Roelly's lats a little bit more prominent, but that shoulder width and small waist of Steve Kuclo. And when you look at the legs, guys, it's all she wrote. It's not even a comparison. And that's the funny thing. Why wasn't I able to find too many side-by-side comparisons between these two? Did the judges even compare them, or did they say, okay, Roelly and Steve, Roelly will place him ahead because he's Roelly Winklaar? That's strange to me. Anyway, side department, and even here, Roelly Winklaar usually quite massive in the side department, but ditto with Steve Kuclo. Look at the legs on Steve. This man is underrated. As far as the pecs themselves, of course, if you're judging this, it's the side chest development, correct? Steve looks like he's dominating in that department. Not only that, but once again, guys, the legs, the arms, the midsection. Well, maybe not the arms, but still, guys, this is 3-0 for Steve Kuclo. But I guess it was close in the side or the front lat. Unfortunately and strangely, and I always get upset about this, I could not find a side tricep of that album, of the same album. So I had to go with this one for Roelly Winklaar. And he never hits it to spec anyway, much to my chagrin and displeasure. I mean, how are you supposed to judge this? This is a hoo-ha pose, as I like to call it. When they go to the side like this, that's the hoo-ha position. Steve Kuclo, he should have been featured on my side tricep video because his side tricep, not bad at all. I could see the judges leaning towards Roelly, though. I can see that in this pose, that is. Rear lat spread. This is a good pose for Roelly Winklaar if you compare the two back shots, I guess. But he's not that dominant, I have to say. Steve Kuclo. Steve's winning in the calves. He's winning in the hamstrings and in the almighty glutes. Looks like he has more prominent lower lat insertions as well. This is just not the best version for Roelly Winklaar. And actually, Gage McAllister wanted to see the 2018 Arnold Classic. Here's the rear double bicep. He actually wanted to see the 2018 because they did place the exact same, except Roelly was 4th and Steve was 5th instead of 5th and 6th. But anyway, I thought this one would have been more current, I guess, guys. But I will do the 2018 one as well, just for Gage. I'll do 2 of them for Gage. Anyway, the rear double bicep, like I did mention, is the weaker of the two poses for Roelly Winklaar. And to be honest, it's a stronger one for Steve. And if Steve was getting a close call in the rear lat spread, I have to say, this rear double bicep, he's actually dominating. And I'm telling you right now, guys, from the front to the side to the back, and most certainly would have won the symmetry round. Steve Kuclo, I'm telling you right now, guys, he was robbed because there's only this pose here, the ab and thigh, and one more. And even this one, guys, look at the conditioning of the legs, vascularity, and even in a weak point for Steve would probably be the abs. And even in that aspect, Roelly Winklaar's not that diced here at all. I've seen him look a whole lot better. Oh, guys, look at the calves. This is a rip-off. This is a rip-off. Now, this pose here should be a cakewalk for Roelly Winklaar. This is his take-home pose. And I have to say, Steve Kuclo looks outstanding. Is he winning the shot? I don't know. I don't know if he's winning. But look at the calves, guys. He probably is winning. This was one of the worst rip-offs I've ever seen in Steve Kuclo's career, for sure. So I hope he has a look at this. And Roelly Winklaar, I'm not bashing Roelly. This is the judges, guys. Of course, Roelly's... He couldn't change it even if he wanted to. So when I do these videos, I'm not bashing the bodybuilder. It's the judges, guys. Have a look. Steve Kuclo was your clear winner in this comparison, 2019. Arnold's Classics. Get to the chopper. Anyway, guys, hit thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram as well. Have a great day.